colors. Today we're in my home, and I wanted to show you how I display all the gnomes that we make through the Christmas season. And I wanted to start right here in the foyer and show you Zippy the postman and Candy and Andy Kane in their little letterbox here in their mail truck, and it's the scene is letters to Santa. They have their little letters to Santa in their hands, and they're off to go sledding, and they're going to mail their letters to Santa first. And that's the scene that you see when you first come in the front door. And then I want to take you down here, down the hallway here, and show you Nicky Jingles. It's a real popular gnome, and he was a Christmas in July gnome, and he's gaining in popularity going now into Christmas, and a favored gnome. And Elfred, the elf gnome, is a brand new gnome that I'm going to be doing next week. I wanted to show him to you and see how he's displayed for this Christmas, and he'll be real fun to make next week. And then over here I've got the Christmas Caroler gnomes. They look like this. They're little easy peasy gnomes, and they're made with a lot of Dollar Tree items, and they go on the shelf here. Look really cute. And then our Christmas tree is right here, which has a lot of the Santa gnomes all throughout it, which I'll be making today on this video. These little Santa gnomes, very easy to make. And over here on our mantle, we have our little drummer boys. I made them on the video last week, and they turned out really nice, and they made center stage on our mantle this year because we love them so much. And then I wanted to show you Captain Spiffy over here. Captain Spiffy I made about 5 months ago, and he's a real popular gnome. And I set him up for Christmas down here with his Christmas hat and his present, and he's going across the lake to his friend's house to celebrate Christmas. So that's how we have him set up. And then in the dining room here, we've got a double Easy Peasy. It's the first time that I've made an Easy Peasy that I doubled him up, and he's got his Merry Christmas. He's a Merry Christmas Snowman, Easy Peasy. And we'll be making him today also on the video. And then over here we have Frosty the Gnome Man, another Christmas in July gnome. Everybody seems to like him a lot. We've got him on display on our coffee bar here. And then we have Jingles the Elf on our 3-tiered tray. And then we have another Easy Peasy. We've got Santa, the little Santa Candy Cane Easy Peasy that we'll be doing today on the video. So that's how the coffee bar looks with the gnomes. And so that's how everything looks with our gnomes on display. And we're going to be going down to the studio next to be making some Christmas Easy Peasies. So if you want to stick around, it'll be a fun time. So we're down here in the studio now, and I'm surrounded by Easy Peasies. I'm going to make as many of them as I can for you. Jingles has already got his own video. He's still available in the Etsy shop as a kit if you want to get him. But all the other Easy Peasies I'm going to cover today. And we're going to start with the Christmas Caroler. She's really cute. And we're going to need a few different things. We're going to need some bows from the Dollar Tree. We're going to need, this is for all of the ones I'm going to make today. We're going to need an elf hat. We're going to need a caroler hat, if that's what you want to call it. The hat with the little berries. This little Santa hat. They're headbands. They're all headbands. I'm calling them hats. They're all headbands. We're going to need a little plaid snowman hat right here. We're going to use one of those. We're going to use 2 of these little Santa hats today. And we're going to need, as far as socks go, we're going to need some white crew socks from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need 6 of those. We'll use 6 of those today. And then we're going to use a red and pink long socks to make the caroler. Those can be 2 red long socks or 2 pink ones, whatever color you want your caroler. She could be green. You need 2 long socks to make the caroler. 6 white socks for the rest of them. And then we're going to use the coral paint. So you need a brush for that and your coral paint. This is Rust-Oleum's coral paint made by, they call it Testers craft paint. You're going to need a few rubber bands. You're going to need glitter vase filler balls. A friend of mine suggested to me that I use these for noses for the little easy peasies, and they worked out really well if you use them and paint them with the coral paint. So that's what we're going to do. And we need a little black button for the snowman. And a Merry Christmas. This comes 6 in a package at Dollar Tree. We need 1 Merry Christmas sign. A candy cane. These are foam scatter pieces from the Dollar Tree. They come in a bag. You just need these 3 pieces, or whatever pieces you want to use to embellish. And then I have some different pieces of hair cut out. I have a 4x6 piece of the white fur cut out for the tree ornament that we're going to make down here. And a 3x3 inch piece of cutout for the snowman. He's right here. And then 2 pieces that are 2x4 in the camel color for the caroler. And a 3-inch by 2.5-inch piece of white fur for the candy cane Santa, which he's up here. And then we're going to need some flat marbles and some polyester fiberfill, and then our glue sticks and our glue gun. And that should be all we need to make these 4 easy peasies. And just give me a minute to get my table all set up so I can get started on the caroler, and then we'll get started on the easy peasies. So the first thing that we're going to do is make the Christmas caroler. And we're going to start, I'm going to put a pink sock inside her this time. And we're going to start by putting our flat marbles in the bottom. These long socks, it takes a little bit of time to get the marbles into the bottom. They're kind of narrow, long socks. Maybe a little bit more. Once you get the marbles in the bottom of it, you just want to roll it up. Till about that far. And pull it back over them like that, just like you were folding them in the laundry. And then you want to take that part and put it into the bottom of your other sock. We want red on the outside, so I picked the red sock to be on the outside. I want to get it inside here. That's my little chihuahua in her bed next to me making the noise. So her name is Mia. So you want to get about that far after you get it rolled up the second time. And then just pull that out like that. You want to have a little bit of sock at the top here so you can use your rubber band. I was hoping I'd have some there. And tie it off. And that's your basic easy peasy body. And I've already got the basic easy peasy bodies made for the other easy peasies that we're going to make today, so it won't be such a long video. You know how to make the body, just like I just made. So what we want to do is we want to take and put her nose and hair on. Her nose and hair. These are all pieces that we're going to use for her. So we're going to take her hair and put it on the sides here. And it will be trimmed severely when we're finished. So what we want to do is we want to get her hat ready too by taking the bottom and just very carefully open up the bottom of the headband, taking off just as little as you can, like that. And you just want to pull this headband right out. Use it for something else, because we're not going to use it for this. Let me take that off. And what we're going to do is put her hair pieces on. Got a piece of tape here. We'll put her nose on, which is one of these vase fillers. I'm putting it on in pink, but I'm going to paint it real quick. I put the green bows in her hair. You're probably going to have to use some hairspray to get that as smooth as we want. And then we're going to trim off the bottom. Like that. That's what we're going to do is we're going to put the hat on. I'm going to trim the red down a little bit. I'm going to glue the hat right down onto the nose and the hair. Just like that. I'm going to hold that for a couple minutes and I'll be right back with you. So I've got the hat glued down, and I'm going to take two smaller glitter balls. You can see they're all different sizes in here, a little bit smaller, and I'm going to glue them on for her hands. And I like the pink on her just as well as I would the coral, so I'm going to leave the pink color for her nose and her hands on this one. You just want to glue these on the ends of her hands. And then we want to attach the star that she's holding. Like that. It usually sets it pretty fast when you are gluing the foam on there. Foam to foam. Do the other side real quick. I'm going to let them set up and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've got the caroler finished. She's really cute. We just went ahead and used the pink balls instead of painting them coral. There was no reason to really, because it looks the same with the pink balls. She's all ready to go. Now I wanted to start on the snowman. I've got all the pieces here that I need to make the snowman. And I've already rolled up the balls. It's just like what I just did with her, with the pink and the red sock. You do the same thing with the white socks, 2 white socks to make the base for your snowman. And then you want to trim off the very top of the sock so it doesn't get too thick. to glue on the top of a snowman. And you want to trim off this one off as well so it's not too thick to glue on the hat. So you go like that. Then you want to put the biggest one at the bottom. Always depends on how many flat marbles you put in. I'm going to put some glue on the bottom here. Quite a bit of glue to hold these two pieces together to make the snowman. You just want to take that and put your next piece right down on top of that. And you want to hold that for 2 or 3 minutes. So I'll be right back with you. I've got the two pieces all glued together. They're all set up. Want to put the nose on next. Put the nose on right there. Right at that little stub piece on the rubber band. Go down like that, and then take your beard. That's your 3 by 3 inch snowman beard. And fold it in half and cut it about 1/2 inch. And you want to bring it around the nose and glue it right up to that stub area. Now, the hat, we need to clip off the little twine at the top and the tag, of course, and then the hat goes on the back. Kind of, you just want to have it on the top of the nose. So we'll put some glue in the back here for the hat, and then a lot of glue. A little bit on the back of the nose. I'll put that hat right on there. I kept my glue right in the middle on the top of the nose and then in the middle underneath the hat, because I'm going to put the two arms up there too. I'll let that set up while I cut the arms. Now you want to take this elf hat, and that's all we want to get from the elf hat today is the arms. I'm going to use the rest of the elf hat to make Elfred, our big elf gnome, next week. But today I just want these bottom pieces. I'm using them as the arms for the snowman. You want to cut it at 4 inches. 4 inches is how long we need the arms to be for the snowman. So just cut that one at 4 inches and then use it for a marker to do the other one. And then save this so you can do the project next week. So now you have the arms, and we just want to glue them coming out because they're going to hold the Merry Christmas sign. Let me see if this is set up enough. You want to glue on the bottom and on the top of the ends there and put them right up underneath the hat. And it helps to glue the hat down on the sides, and it also glues the arms. And then remember to pull the arms out a little bit so they can hold that Christmas sign. I'll do the other one now. So I'm going to put it right in there like that and have it come out a little bit to hold the Christmas sign. And while that's setting up, I can put his coal down here on the bottom, little black button. We're going to get ready to put the sign on there. As far as the paint goes on the nose, I have just been, rather than paint the noses ahead of time, I have just been going back like this and top coating the nose at the end and let it dry. If you start with the pink ball, which you'll find these glitter balls, that the pink and the blue are back in the baby section at that Dollar Tree. If you start with the pink ball and you're using coral, you don't have to come that far into the edge of the fur to put the paint on there. I mean, it looks really good like it is. So that part's done. This paint, if you want to get this exact color of coral, is available. Tester's Craft Paint is available where they sell Rust-Oleum products. I get mine at a Menards store by where I live. Now what we want to do is we want to put the sign on, the Merry Christmas sign, and we'll just put a little glue on the ends here. This is a really cute little snowman that you can put anywhere, and you could put any sign you wanted to on him too. You could. I have some peace signs that came 6 in a box too. So he's finished, just to set up the glue here on the sign, and that one's finished. And we'll move on to the Santa Snowman, Santa Christmas candy cane snowman. him out of the way. We're going to do this one next. So give me a few minutes and I'll be right back with you after I get all his pieces out to make him. Okay, now we're going to do the Santa, candy cane Santa, I've been calling him. I guess he's the little snowman because he's got a little round snowman ball. We're going to start by gluing on his nose that we will paint. We'll glue that on. And then I'm going to take the beard, which is a 3.5, it's not 3.5, it's 3 inches by 2.5 inches. The candy cane Santa's beard. And we'll just clip about 1/2 inch down. Fold it in half and clip about 1/2 inch down. That nose is still setting up. I can feel the heat, so I'm kind of rushing it. I'm already starting to make the mustache. So we'll go ahead and glue on this beard. Get that glued onto the stub there. And then what we'll do is we'll put his hat on. Take the tag off the hat. These are from the Dollar Tree. We want to put those glue that so the nose is in the front. Glue on there. I'm going to turn them around slowly. See if I can get some glue on the back of him. The sides will be taken care of when we glue the arms on. I'm going to let this set up for a couple minutes and I'll be right back with you. So we want the hat to be set up like this, and we're the front and back is glued, and we're going to take the little Santa headband here that has the white and red striped headband on it, and we want 5-inch arms on him. So I've already measured 5 inches up, and I'm going to cut that off at 5 inches like that, and use that to measure the other side. Hopefully I'll get 5 inches over here. That part will be glued. And then we're going to use this for another project. So I'm going to take these arms and I'm going to glue them towards the front on this one. Put glue on both sides and then stick them in there and glue them towards the front. It's going to be holding a little Christmas tree, and the other side's going to be holding the candy cane. So I'm going to put that one towards the front. You can see I need to hold it. And then I'm going to do the other side and hold it, and I'll be right back. Got the arms glued on. I decided I'd do the nose next. Paint the nose coral. You can see I have a hair on there. That's better. Oh. There we go. So I've got that all painted coral now. Maybe a little lower here. And we want to put his candy cane and his Christmas tree and a snowflake on there. So we'll start by putting the Christmas tree on there. What I'm going to do is go ahead and glue the Christmas tree on both sides, and then I'll be back with you to put the candy cane on. So I've got the little Christmas tree glued on here, and I went ahead and put this snowflake. I had the snowflake ready to go on the candy cane, and I thought, well, I'll get that set up as well. So we got that stuff set up. The last thing we have to do is just to glue the candy cane in between the arm and the beard. We'll just glue it in that area right there. We'll put some glue on both sides. Now we're just letting it set up, and then he'll be finished. So I'll be right back with you, and I'll show you how to make the ornament for the Christmas tree. Okay, so he's all glued up, he's all set up. We've got all the easy peasies finished. There's the snowman up here. They're all finished. And I want to do the last thing I wanted to show you was this easy little Christmas ornament. You just want to take this little Christmas Santa hat from the Dollar Tree and take and put a 4x5 piece of white fur. You just want to run your glue across here and put it inside the hat like that, and then glue your nose on like that and paint it coral, and then you have your ornament there. And you have your ornament like this for your tree. So that's all I have for you for today. I appreciate you coming and seeing where the gnomes are displayed and seeing how to make these easy peasies. And I'll be back next week with Alfred the Elf. And don't forget about the easy peasy, or the easy and easy peasy elf gnome kit on our Etsy channel and our Etsy store. And we really appreciate you coming and seeing us. And if you like us, make sure to like. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe.